What Lonzo thinks is a wide-ranging, free-flowing discussion where I offer up my unsolicited views on everything from music, movies, politics, sports, religion, pop culture, you name it. If it's happening, I'm talking about it. You don't care? I really don't care, but I talk about it anyway. All right, I do have a special guest, Jake Wade. What up, son?
Yo, son, I'm ready to speak on this.
Right on, man. Right on. All right, we're gonna do a review this time of Black Vendetta by Tha Jackal. What's up with Tha Jackal, man? You seen him around lately?
I actually haven't, he just kind of disappeared, and I think about him on a regular basis, and I'm like, this was a legend in his own time, and there's some influence that people need to take from Tha Jackal in this day and age, and we don't have that. I'm searching for him.
Oh, really? Well,
I am.
I'm sure you're familiar with the term one-hit wonder, right?
Yeah, that's not a very good term, but sure.
Well, Tha Jackal is a no-hit wonder, so.
But it's better to have no hits than one, isn't it? Because, you can be a superstar with no hits.
You can?
Well, not like you can be somebody who never really had any hits, but is well known and well liked, There are a lot of bands that I like, a lot of MCs I like, don't have any hits, but, their shows are going to be packed.
Yeah, you got a point there. You definitely have a point there. And Tha Jackal, I guess, he was a cult figure. I mean, he had a loyal following, I suppose. I mean, I never heard anybody say a bad thing about him. In fact, never heard anybody say anything about him. So.
Well, you know what? That's better than a bunch of bad stuff, I think.
True that. And this album, Black Vendetta, was released. Good lord, probably about 15 years ago. It's been a while now since it got released. And he never did another release. So it kind of reminds me of you remember the movie Eddie and the Cruisers?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so he kind of, I guess he's the hip hop version of Eddie. He dropped the album and just fell off the face of the earth. And last I heard, he's still alive, but he just doing other things, or he did drop a one-off track a few years ago, and then slink back into the darkness, back into the wilderness. So we're gonna honor his memory by reviewing his first and only release, Black Vendetta. So I guess we'll just jump into it from there, and we'll talk about the tracks and the overall analysis and kind of wrap it up from there. Now, Black Vendetta was produced by J Mix, who's a local legend. You seen J Mix around lately? Talk to him, or what's happening with him?
I really haven't. I was actually in touch with J Mix for a long time, and he wanted to get together with me and do something. I'm not a musician at all. I think I tried some stuff in the past and didn't really do it, but I was in touch with J Mix about that for a while, and just like Tha Jackal, he kind of fell off the face of the earth too. I wonder about him.
Yeah, I do too. And but I hear he's still producing tracks and working with local artists and everything. So he's a very talented producer, very talented beat maker. So I'm sure he's still working with local talent and trying to make things happen. So, anyways, so we'll just jump right into the review. Okay, the first track on Black Vendetta is Jackal. This song, it's kind of it sounds like a demo cut, because it sounds like underproduced, and it wasn't like mixed down or anything like that, and like it needed to be mastered or whatever. But rumor has it that Tha Jackal, when he cut it and listened to the first listen to it, he was like, hey, it sounds kind of raw and edgy. And that's the way he wanted it. He wanted it to have that, that demo sound to it, and I guess it kind of fit the motif of that particular song, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, he kind of patterned it off of Bobby Digital, BOBBY, whereas Jackal is
Yeah.
JACKAL, all up in you. So,
And it really worked. I thought that was pretty awesome.
oh really? Really?
Oh yeah.
So what are your thoughts about that song, the opening track, Jackal?
Personally, I think it was a great way to open the EP, and the underproduced sound of it really does appeal to me. I like kind of minimalistic, raw sounding tracks, and I totally get why he would have wanted to just continue the track, publish the track the way that it was made, rather than doing anything extra to it, doing any kind of extra mixing, because it kind of makes the point of the track. He's coming. He's coming for you. He's ready, and there's really not anything there's no bones about it, really. It's an introduction to the man and telling you what he's about, and that's all there is. You don't need to add any extra stuff to it, and that's kind of the style of the track. And I thought that was it was great production-wise, and lyrically. I think you want to go further into this, but lyrically, like I said, it's an introduction to the man, and gives you kind of this horrific vibe here, this kind of, what is he about? Well, he tells you, straight violence, and he's not a serial killer, obviously, but you're going to get into the mind of the man, and you're going to, by the time the EP's over, you're going to rethink, what I just listened to, who's this guy, and I think that's what I really get from this track, and that's what I get from the whole EP. That's why I say, where is he now? I want him to come back, because that really set the tone, and I thought it was brilliant.
Oh, cool. I never thought of it that way. So hey, that's an astute analysis. So yeah, so the first track is decent. So I liked it. So it was kind of groovy. I like like I said, the minimalistic take on the track. So good job. All right, next up is Hellraiser. Now Hellraiser is more polished. You can tell that they put a little bit more work into it. It was mastered and things of that nature. So, but Hellraiser is kind of it's a very aggressive track. And the thing I like most about it is how it doesn't have a hook per se. And on this particular song, he just kind of I don't think he even stops to take a breath. He's it's basically one continuous verse, I guess. If you want to look at it that way, I guess the hook what Hellraiser, crazy, keep me from the razor, last motherfucker that you want to be your neighbor. Yeah. So that's I guess you call that a hook. So I guess that's pretty neat. But I like the fact that he never stopped rhyming the whole time. So dude has some breath control. What do you think?
Oh yeah, incorporating I would call it a hook, but incorporating that into the verse, because it was one continuous verse for the most part. Incorporating that into the verse and just continuing to go with it, and kind of placing it in incongruous parts, really, like. You didn't expect it to come when it came, the chorus, I thought that was a good touch. But what I really like about the track is it's a very visceral track. It's called Hellraiser, and it really does remind you of the movie. It's got kind of a horror movie sounding piano. I love that piano there. And the beats are kind of they're not hardcore. They're not as minimalistic as the opening track, but they're also they're not really in your face. But at the same time, you got this ethereal gothic sound going with it, and it really gets into you, and it fits the lyrical content completely. I really like Hellraiser. In fact, Hellraiser is actually my favorite track on the record. I think I'm not really sure why it wasn't a hit. Like, it really could have been just kind of like the banger of the summer, because I remember when the track came out, it was before the record, actually, before the EP. It was the first single, I remember, and it was during the summer. And it really could have been like a summer banger, except, you know, you don't play this kind of stuff like a cookout. But to me, it was my track, so I'm a big fan of Hellraiser.
Yeah, me too. I agree. It's my favorite track on the EP as well, and it has like I love he has a nice little verse in there where he says what he said cock diesel weasel artist with an easel.
Me and J Mix, I don't know who's more evil. I love it.
Also, I like the part of the song where he calls himself the Black Bin Laden.
Oh yeah, rotten as I want to be. Yeah, there's actually a lot of gems in the track, like a lot of like zingers. Some that I actually think are a little. You remember, you know, when we were talking about Paris in the other podcast. To me, I can draw some parallels between Jackal and Paris, because there's some real kind of abrasive, forward-pushing things going on there in the track, you know. I hate this. I'm not going to offend anybody, I hope, when I say this. I'm just repeating what he said on the track. Sick like a fag with AIDS. Whoa. Whoa. You know, he's talking about, you know, okay, this is what I got from it, and maybe you can elaborate, but I always took the track as being a concept song. Like, he's not really talking about himself so much. It's more like a study of someone who is kind of sick and demented and doing all these things, you know. I didn't see it as this guy, you know, I'm afraid of him. You know, he's the serial killer. He's the one picking off co-eds. Like, you know, he's referencing lots of different things. You know, like that shooting. I didn't get that as being him. I saw it as kind of a delving into the mind of a madman.
Yeah, I agree, and I think he was kind of, you know, he was basically being an avatar for, I guess, you know, for society, because he's referencing a lot. He's referencing racism, obviously terrorism, you know, shootings. I guess he's a little ahead of his time, because now you got all these mass shootings and everything. Because he was talking about shooting from a steeple, so from a steeple. So it kind of reminiscent of what happened in Las Vegas. So yeah, you know, I like how he opens the song. How does he open it? In the dark, in the light, in the day, in the night, when it's right. I'm a nigga that love to fist fight. Come on, that's you know. So he's kind of, you know, he opens up. He's talking about some, you know, I guess some hood type stuff, you know, and he kind of, you know, kind of weaves his way through a tapestry of things that kind of these things that ill our society today. And like I said, he's the last motherfucker that you want to be your neighbor. So I think, you know how it is nowadays, how, you know, we're kind of cognizant of the world around us, and you know, and yeah, you know, you don't want some crazy dude to be your neighbor. So I get it. So yeah, it's a strong track, really strong track.
Absolutely.
All right, next up, Holes in the Backyard.
Holes in the Backyard.
Yeah, now this song holds a special place in my heart, because because I know it's just a catchy tune. I don't know, just something about it that, you know, just kind of, you know, I don't know, it's just a fun track or whatever. And actually, I was reading up on it, and actually the way that he even came up with this particular song, man, it was kind of funny. I read an article somewhere. He was actually in the studio with J Mix, and he was sweeping. He was like cleaning up or whatever, right? And the beat was just a beat that J Mix was like working on or whatever, right? So as he was sweeping, the hook jumped into his head, so he started saying the hook. How's it go? Holes in the backyard. I kick your body in, and then the dirt, and I'ma do it again. So and rumor has it that a couple days later, J Mix called him and said, "Hey, come into the studio and lay this track down." He's like, "What track are you talking about? Holes in the backyard." What? Yeah, and that's how that kind of came about or whatever. He went into the studio and wrote it, and they laid it down, and you know, I think it's a cult classic, man. It's a cult classic. So yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. So what are your thoughts about Holes in the Backyard?
Oh, I like it too. I really, you know, it continues kind of the gothic vibes of Hellraiser, but it's also a very fun track. It's got like a very, very catchy hook, and the beat is just wow, it's there in your face, it's pounding. I love that. And Holes in the Backyard itself, I think, is, you know, a throwback to Potholes on My Lawn. You know,
Yeah.
I really like how that's thrown in there.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like, it's not all, you know, violence and hatred and all of this. You know, there's some real hip hop stuff in there. You know, there are a few versions of the track too, from what I remember.
Yeah.
Different versions from different guests, and you know, the one that ended up on the record is really good. But I recall at least 2 or 3 more that were, you know, just as good. I wonder if you like thought about releasing them maybe on their own EP or remix album or something.
I'm sure he probably will. You know, who knows? Do you have a copy of that one? The remix. I know exactly which one you're talking about. Do you have it?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, y'all shoot it to me, man, because I haven't heard that thing in like forever. And I had a copy of it, man, but I don't know what happened to it. So yeah.
Yeah, I gotta find it. It's in one of these cases I have here. I'll find it.
Yeah, do that. You got it on CD or what?
Yeah, I got it on CD. I don't have like digital version. I didn't rent or anything.
Okay. Yeah, if you can, yeah, send it to me. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Holes in the Backyard. That's a hidden gem, and one day if I get a chance, I might upload it or something and put it on my channel. So who knows? All right, next up is Take Your Clothes Off. Good Lord, I'm gonna be blunt. This song fucking sucks, man. This song is probably the worst fucking song I ever heard in my life. It is fucking awful. Oh my God, it fucking sucks. This is one terrible song. And rumor has it, once again, just you know, and the lore is that Jackal, when he did this song, his intention was to make the worst song possible. And he actually laid down his verse in one take and just left the studio. And it was his goal. He wanted this song to be the worst song ever. And I think his thought process was that you know, I guess people don't really care about what you're saying in a song anymore as long as the beat is tight. You know, so he was like, I'm just gonna say anything, and he really said anything, and this song fucking sucks, man. It's fucking awful. It's fucking awful.
I have to agree. It was definitely the low point in the EP, and it actually baffles me. You know, I understand the logic of trying to make a point, but why try to make a point on your own record? You know, I don't could have done this as a one-off track. It's just something to do. And, you know, what I always got from it was that this was the club banger. This was the one that was going to get people's attention. And it didn't really matter what he was talking about or anything. It was, you know, this is the one that you dance to, you know. Because and I guess the point of that is, you know, a lot of people do this. They make the one club banger single, you know, just to make some money, make people pay attention to you. So then they pick up the record, and then there's nothing else like it on it. And you know, I've seen like RZA, you know, a lot of people do this type of thing, and I guess I understand why you would do it. But when you strive to make something terrible, just horrible lyrics and horrible guest verses, and just the theme of it is just dumb. I don't really understand it. And there's nothing else like it. You know, in fact, the EP is only 6 tracks long, but I just don't understand why you would taint your great record with just trash. You know, I just never understood it. It's mind-boggling.
I agree. You know, I get what he was trying to do, but it didn't work at all. But the song did get a lot of play in strip clubs though, so go figure. Well, Take Your Clothes Off, so I guess, you know, they didn't really care how the song sound, but you know, take your clothes off. So
it works, you know. That's what it was about, you know. That's actually what his verse was about.
Yeah.
You know, don't get paid. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, that song fucking
I
sucks.
remember the lyrics. They're so freaking terrible.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's fucking awful. So skip this track. So if y'all out there and you're listening and you're gonna pick up the album, skip Take Your Clothes Off. If you're downloading, download everything except for Take Your Clothes Off. So it fucking sucks.
It does. There's really no getting around that. That's what it is.
No, it's fucking awful. So anyways, all right. Next up we have Hellraiser 2.0, the remix. Now, of course, Hellraiser is my favorite track on this, and the remix is pretty decent as well. Who did the guest track on that? What's his name? Mac Diesel. Mac D did the guest verse along with some female. What's her name? I forget her name. But I really like Mac Diesel's verse. It's really menacing and deep and dark and dank. You know, like diesel fuel pumping through my vein. You know what? You're drinking Gatorade. My tank is full of high octane.
Yeah.
Damn it! I'm trying to remember the verse. Whatever. I snatch your eyes out, just like my name was Cain. Have you seen no evil? Cause I'm a Hellraiser in the street full of lawsuits. That's why I ain't on no label. That's pretty nice. Mac D, he did his thing. So it's a good remix. It's a good remix. And J Mix, he actually changed it up a little bit and put a little more some sound effects and everything. And so it's a decent track. What do you think?
Well, I like it. I have to say I prefer the original track. Probably because I lived with it for so long, but also, you know, the remix, like you said, add some sound effects and a guest verse and two guest verses, three of them actually. Was it three? I don't recall.
Yeah, I think it was two. It was two guest verses, I think.
Two, okay. You know, it was different. Like, I guess that's why, you know, it's included on the EP, because even though it's the same track, it's different, has kind of a different vibe. You know, still lyrically on point, and it's still a dark, menacing, head-bobbing track. But I prefer the original. I can do without the extra sound effects and there's kind of a difference in the delivery of all the verses of Jackal's verse, and I believe there is an interpolation of Ezekiel. You can help me with that.
Ezekiel 35:17, the path of the righteous man. Yeah. Actually, you're right. Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
That's incorporated in there, and that works. But I just think when you personally, I think the original track was perfect. So when you add all this other stuff to it, it kind of takes away from it. But it doesn't mean that's bad. It's not bad at all. I like it.
Oh, agree. You know, I mean, as far as remixes go, you know, I guess you want to try to change the remix up a little bit anyway, make it a separate track unto itself. So they did that, and like I said, it's not as good as the original, but it's, you know, it's not terrible either. So it's decent enough. So
one thing that I like about, you know, this kind of goes with the way remixes are done now. And actually remixes are done, like, been done it's for a little while now, but, you know, back in the day, like in the 90s, when you had a remix, like the beat and everything changed. You know, not only did you have guests on the track, you know, the beat and everything was different. And that's kind of what differentiated the original track from the remix. And this one is more like the way things are done now, where you use the original beat, but then add extra stuff to it. And I think that works. Perhaps it would have stood out more if the beat had changed. You know, I think I perhaps would have preferred that. Because I do have an attachment to the original track, and it just kind of, I think it would have fared better with a different beat. But that doesn't mean it's bad again. It's great. I like it.
Oh, well said. Very, very, very well said. All right, and the final track is Anthem featuring Corwin. Now, I love this song. I think Corwin has most of the verses, all the verses, and I think the Jackal's just is doing the background or the what you call it, the chorus or whatever. But I love this song. I absolutely love this song. It's my second favorite song on the EP. And Corwin's voice, he has a great hip hop voice, and his lyrics are very strong, and he has a great a great dirty South feel to it. The hook is great. It's a great song. What do you think?
Oh yeah, Corwin, from what I remember, even before this track, like he was a strong up and comer. He was real passionate about MCing and one thing that this track tells you, and that I actually know about him personally, is that he absolutely loved Atlanta. And that's what the track is about. He just wanted to show the love of the city that he was from, and you can definitely hear it in his voice, and the beat has had a good bounce to it, and paints a great picture. Makes you want to go. If you've never been to Atlanta, it makes you want to go. The track gives it kind of a ludicrous vibe, in ludicrous heyday. It's kind of a kind of funny, but also just hard and very likable at the same time. That's kind of what I feel listening to this track in particular. And Corwin's delivery just he was really on point. So I see this track as being without with it being the last track and without having a Jackal verse on it. I see it as kind of a segue into something else. And honestly, I'm not sure if Corwin put out any more tracks after this, but to me it was kind of a passing of the torch. And I think that really works, as being the last track.
Oh, I agree, and you're right. I mean, the love that they have for Atlanta. I mean, he basically takes you on a tour through Atlanta, which I thought was cool. It was like a tourism track or whatever, man. And he says it pretty well. What he says, that's how it be in the A, the crunkest place you can stay. Meet a jazzy ass girl and cut up the same day. That's Atlanta right there. So.
Yeah, and like I said, it makes you want to be a part of that. If you're not. If you never have been, it makes you want to go and like, wow, this is a great city to be in.
Oh, absolutely.
You might live in a crappy place like, I don't want to say crappy, but if you live like in Macon, you don't get the same, I mean, that's actually the truth. You don't get the same vibe from Macon that you would get in Atlanta. So just kind of listening to what he's saying on that track about his city and what they do, and, kind of fun you can have, and just kind of the camaraderie, I guess. You might want to move to Atlanta, or at least go visit on the weekends. He did his job on that track.
Oh, absolutely.
He did.
Absolutely. And my absolute favorite verse, man, he says, what does he say? Atlanta's where I'm from. It's my motherfucking hood. Start my summers off. Birthday bash at Lakewood. All my ATLians put up your hood and represent that shit like you motherfucking should.
Shoot it.
Yeah, shoe it. Represent that shit like you motherfucking shoe it.
He had a really cool delivery.
Yeah.
Does remind me of Ludacris, but also, somebody I don't like so much, but somebody who was popular and had a hit. That dude Chingy. I don't know if anybody remembers him.
Oh yeah, right there. Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't like him, and I didn't like that track. So one thing that he had going for him was kind of energy and cool delivery, and Corwin kind of brings that on the track too.
Yeah, I like the way you do it, right there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got a point there. You got a point. So yeah, I think I heard some more stuff from Corwin. I don't think he ever released his LP or whatever, but I mean, he had some great tracks. He had a song called Toasty that was really good.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and what was the other one? Yeah, I got it. My Chevy way cleaner than yours. I mean, he had some really nice tracks out there. I'm a boss. So
yeah, I'm a boss. I think I have that somewhere.
Oh, you do? Yeah. I'm a boss. Get 'em in, get 'em all. Get like me. My money long. That's a nice track, man. Yeah.
I gotta look for it.
Yeah, I need to try to find that track as well, man. Who knows, man? You know, he maybe I don't know why he never released his music, man. I know, but anyways, but he did his job on Anthem, on the Jackals EP. So it's definitely out there for your consumption. It's out there on all the different platforms. Jackal, Black Vendetta. You can get it on Spotify, Tidal, you name it. Pretty much any streaming platform, you can get it. And it's still selling. Actually, it sold the most in Iceland of all places. It had its most sales in Iceland. So there's definitely some love out there for this hidden gem. Whatever happened to the Jackal, we don't know. Like I said, it's like Eddie and the Cruisers. One day he might just turn up somewhere, and like I said, he did release a track just out of nowhere called "Kill or Be Killed," and then he just kind of went away again. So who knows? But I hear he's got a lot of other tracks out there in the vault that he might release one day. Who knows? But Jackal, if you're listening, come on back, man. You're part of the lexicon of hip hop, and and you might have been a no-hit wonder, but still you're part of hip hop, so you need to come back. What are your thoughts?
Absolutely. He had a voice that I think is actually kind of needed in this day and age. And I've said it before, but he actually was well versed in hip hop history, and he was kind of entrenched in it, and you can hear it throughout the EP. And I recall there being another track that I could have sworn was part of the EP. A cover of Ice-T's Pulse of the Rhyme.
You know what? You're right. Absolutely. I heard that too, man. And that shit was kind of hot. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it sure was. He changed it up a little bit. Obviously, he put his own spin on it. But yeah, that was kind of hot. He also did a cover of a really obscure track from King Sun called Soft Shoe Booty. I don't know if you ever heard that one or not, but yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard that.
Yeah, he did.
I remember the King Sun track. I don't think I've ever heard that from Jackal.
Yeah, he did a cover of Soft Shoe Booty. A really nice cover, in fact. So yeah. If I find those tracks, man, I'll shoot them to you or whatever, man, because they need to be heard. And if I can upload them to my channel, I will. I don't think I have any copywriting issues from the Jackal, so I don't think he'll sue me. And if he does, yeah.
Maybe you can bring him out of retirement then. Maybe he'll notice, hey, you're shilling my stuff. This is mine. It belongs to me. Maybe he'll come back.
Who knows? He'd be a welcome addition, man. I think he needs to come back. Who knows? But we can always hope, So there you have it. Jackal, Black Vendetta. Pick that sucker up, man. If y'all have a chance, pick it up, download it, stream it or whatever. It's like I said, stream all the tracks except for Take Your Clothes Off, because that song fucking sucks. The rest of it, yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, I give the EP 6. I think it's decent. It's decent. It's mediocre but decent. So.
Yeah, I guess 6 is pretty accurate. I mean, the inclusion of Take Your Clothes Off and not having any more tracks other than, a Hellraiser remix. I know it's an EP, and that's pretty much what you do on an EP, but I would prefer to hear Pulse of the Rhyme, and perhaps, something else, another original track added to it. I think that would have really bolstered the other stuff on the EP. But I guess 6 is about accurate. High 6, low 7.
Yeah, agree. So, listeners, what do you think? Have you heard anything from the Jackal? Black Vendetta is the name of the EP. Have you heard Jackal or Hellraiser or Holes in the Backyard? Hopefully not Take Your Clothes Off, and maybe Anthem. If you did, what do you think? Hit me up. Let me know what you think. Your thoughts and concerns are always important. At What Lonzo Thinks on Twitter. Email is whatlonzothinks@gmail.com. Subscribe, please, and also comments below. We always want to hear what you think. But yeah, I'm gonna start doing reviews of a lot of obscure artists and everything who may have not made it to the mainstream, but really deserve some recognition. So the Jackal is the first of those artists, and I think I'll do one on Corwin as well. Some of his tracks, more of his tracks as well. So There's a lot of artists out there who work hard, who tried to make it and maybe didn't make it for whatever reason, but that they still have a voice that needs to be heard, and hopefully I can shine a little light on them. So you got any closing thoughts?
No, just listen to Black Vendetta. I think it's an unsung EP. It's sitting out there. It's kind of floating in the space that is music on the internet. But it's a gem, and I think you'll really enjoy it if you check it out. So please do.
All right, well said. So let me know what you think out there, folks. Hit me up, like I said. Give me your thoughts, your concerns, your questions, your comments, and always let me know what you think, because as you well know, I will always let you know what Lonzo thinks. Bye.